Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, where the top four seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lets it go. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. The Knights will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. He's stepped in front of that bullet. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll raise second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down here for this offense. And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch hauled in here over the middle. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
What a nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. The freshman shows inexperience. Lucky he didn't get intercepted.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back. Playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. Knocks that one right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's that defense shifting again. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The Knights will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Offense in hurry-up mode. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT makes the score 7-3. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's a solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. The Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Second and goal for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Defense held them to 3 in the first drive. Can they force another field goal attempt here? Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on third and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. UCF offense back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They're going to run it here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown. Nice. Now the try for the two-point conversion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. See if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The Knights hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Wide receiver gets the ball trying for the end zone. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to scramble. He's swarmed by the defense.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. This one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He finds the running back in the flat. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the catch. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. From the shotgun, drops back, throws a bullet to the right. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, we've got a shootout here.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point try coming now. Extra point puts him in front by 1. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So the UCF offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. The Knights will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The secondary backed up off the ball now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Well, this head coach clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. The Knights will line up to punt it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. play before they head to the locker room. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We get the second half started with a running play. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The Noles come to the line in a hurry up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Checks this down to the running back. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. The Knights come up to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Finds his target. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The Knights have 1st and 10 here. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got a man down the middle. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a 1st down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. The Knights pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here comes the up-tempo offense. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle, but 1st down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The Knights are in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Keene. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead?
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't.
Touchdown, UCF. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. And now the important PAT to make it a 3-point lead. The kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. And the Seminoles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw again. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Here the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on fourth down in the fourth quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Same tailback, another carry.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the offense. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. UCF. Now it's 2nd down here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.